favorite little quiet spot. So here we're going to go swimming on the river, and then I got my paddleboard. We're going to pump up the paddleboard and paddle right up here. I'm going to point. There's like a creek. It's a nice cold creek that goes up into the woods. We're going to paddle up there, and I'm going to show you my favorite spot, quiet spot to go to. Finally got our electric pump. Forever I used the handheld pump, and that is so fucking tiring to pump up your paddleboard. Gorgeous little cold creek, freezing cold water under our bike trail here. And then we follow this beautiful creek out to the river. We have the red cedar here, and then right up here, about right there, is where the other little cold creek is that we are going to now paddleboard to. The little inlet. My kids are down there. There's another bridge there. This is my favorite place to paddleboard. It is so peaceful and beautiful. Now I'm going to walk you up the creek to a little waterfall surprise that I found a couple years ago, not expecting to find a little waterfall. It's so beautiful. So let's walk through the forest. Oh, the water's really low right now. Usually all of this is water. Wow, we need rain. I usually walk through the water. It just feels better. I make sure I watch my steps so I don't fall and hurt myself. Wow, I can't believe how low the water is. Usually all of this is covered in water. A lot of times the lands shift over winter. If it snows and the water flows in spring, a lot of times it can shift the rocks and the land. So you never know every spring what it's going to look like. Looks like there might be people up here. I don't think I've ever been here when someone else was here. It feels like a little fairy paradise. There's more waterfalls up there, but there's people here, so I'm going to stop here. That was awkward. So there was people up here, and I just came up to sit in the waterfall, sit in the water, and they all stopped what they were doing and just stared at me. It was like 6 of them, and kind of like walked over They had a whole bunch of stuff over on the side, doing like soda and stuff. They just stopped, but I don't know what they were doing, but they stopped and just stood there and stared at me like I was doing something wrong. Nope, this is nature. I can be here. This is kind of a public access, so it's not like it's restricted. There's a bunch of younger, like college kids, so they're probably drinking, would be my guess. He came back for like a soda, but I'm guessing it was more, which is whatever, I don't care, I did the same thing. So, anyways, I kind of dampened that, but it's so forested back here. You can hear the water and birds. I feel like this is like a little fairy forest. My fairy forest hideout. So this is one of my favorite places to go paddleboarding. And then I got my paddleboard. I'm gonna head back down where my kids are at. I got work to do later, and I might come back by myself again because I have not had much time to paddleboard this year, and I really miss it. So I generally will paddleboard from down there all the way up through the bridge, underpass, and back down. So it's a nice little voyage. Oh God, the seaweed on the ground here is so slippery. Okay, a butterfly. Nice part about coming down is I don't have to paddle as much. So I can give you a little bit of feeling of what it's like to paddleboard. For it, right on my foot. Riding with me. Can't get closer because I'm trying to navigate, but it's cute.